Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. My name is Nilaus and we are back here with our glorious little Aquilo base. I have just expanded a little bit, cleaned up a little bit. I have just let the time run a little bit more as well. Why did I let the time run? Well, because we are actually really wanting to get into the science part. So we have let the science accumulate a little bit. It actually accumulates way faster than I had anticipated. So what we want to do today is actually we want to bring it back home. We want to get started on some research and we want to set up sort of the rocket logistics around Aquilo so that it gets fully integrated into the system. For that, we have a few things. First thing is we have to go to find somewhere where we have a setup that we like. I think we like this one. Yeah, I mean we like it, but it doesn't work. Because it needs to have a heat pipe as well. So we're going to need to do this part and then get some heat pipes in. Oh. It actually needs to go like that, actually. But then I can do it like this. Yeah, cool. And then we heat pipe it in here. And then we have a design that is it needs to be better. And do we have better? No, we don't have better of modules, productivity modules than this, so it's fine. And I'm gonna get a few more. Ooh, speed modules. We kind of maybe don't want to do overly aggressive on that. Let's just do one of each. Let's see. Speed-wise is. Ooh, that's 18 megawatt more. Am I gonna do the same thing we did before? Ooh, I kind of might be doing the same thing we did before. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. And now they are taking how much? 19, so that's 20 megawatt each. And how much power do we have? If I add like a lot of extra megawatts here, that's not great. Let's do that. There we go. That's 4, and we'll add more as it comes along. We can add 8, but I don't think we want to try to add 8 at this point. What we do have a concern though is we don't have blue circuits inbound, so we need to do some kind of setup that brings stuff to this location that we want. For that, I have created a new spaceship. There. Oh, yes. No, that's actually the wrong. I created this one, and this is the wrong planet name. Planet I've added here. That one, Aquilo. So this one is. I'm going to set up a new system for Aquilo because it's further away. I can't integrate it with the inner ones for the simple reason that all of these distances are 1500 and they don't need rockets. But I'm going to do one that goes pick up, delivery, and then, no, actually just pick up, delivery, pick up, delivery, right? And then I'm going to do another one that says pick up from here and then delivery, and pick up again. So we're going to do like a separate kind of ship that is focusing on Aquilo, but then going around to everything else. That's going to be a little bit tricky. We need to first get the stuff inbound, and then we need to figure out what it is we want. Again, I have created this one as blue space. I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to call this, let's see. First we get natural selection. I thought that would be perfect because natural selection and blue space are always blue space was sent to chase the natural selection. So see if you can get that reference right. So what do we need in here to sort of as general things? I'm going to use Rocinante here as my ship that just kind of I'm gonna be carrying things here. I'm going to simply be using this for my personal transport. That means we can just drop off things that we think we're gonna need on this planet, and then we can get over here and start working on the setup for blue space. What is it we want inbound? So we're gonna create a new group, and we're gonna get that group to be exactly the same as up here, so that we have that available. This will be a dedicated one for what is inbound to Aquilo. Oh, someone's already crafted it. Oops. That's perfect, isn't it? Well, this one just needs to be amended with more stuff done. We've now created the group, and I think this is what I want to bring in. There's probably something I've forgotten, but I think that this is a little bit of everything. I'm not going to be taking like a full complement of belts or inserters or stack inserters. This is actually way too much as well. Let's just keep 100 here, so that should be fine. But I'm gonna just take out stuff here. This is basically all of the buildings, but they are all coming from Fulgora because that's where we make things in higher quality. And then we have a row here for Nauvis, one for Volcanus, one for Fulgora, and one for Gleba. And those are sort of, that should be it, because I need those things and they will just constantly flow here. So that should be good. Now, while this is working, then we can also start working on getting the next ship built. Yeah, actually I want to wait until my blue space leaves this location, because otherwise I am just going to... Oh, it's actually done. Alright, well, I can't wait for... Oh, there. I can't wait for the last 3 rockets to get in here. They'll just be crafted in transit. So, well, as that gets going, we can start building. The spaceship now is so ready that I can actually just stamp it down, and then everything should be working. There might be a little bit of things, there's a few things that I want to upgrade. We are upgrading the asteroid collectors up front, and we are there's some accumulators we need to upgrade. There's a few things I want to upgrade here to make it better. And I do have the blueprint for this, so that I can then sort of just say like, oh, okay, which things do I want to upgrade? For example, here I want to upgrade this to rare, because I do have 16 rare, and I don't want to take the asteroids upgrade as well. Here, just the stuff that I can't upgrade. Let's try applying this and see if what we get of difference, and that should be possible. And then we'll see if this gets built as well. Our natural selection ship is now ready, while our blue space ship here is going over to the final loading location. But oh boy, does it need a lot here. It needs a lot from Fulgora. Fulgora is the main loading hub for things to bring to Aquilo. So it's going to take a while here. While we do that, I'm going to set up another one. This one will be signified as, we got the in arrow. Yes, perfect. And I will be saying that is the stuff coming from there. So what is it we're going to bring from that location to all the other planets? I mean, all the other planets that requested, I guess. I'm going to be making... I'm going to make 2 groups, because I don't want to drop science off on other planets, but I want to make sure that we have stuff that is... yeah. So let's get this one. So we get a general group, and then we're going to get a specific group that's just going to be called science or something like that. Let's see. That specific group is going to be something like this, and then it's just going to be exporting the science out. There. Because we want as much science as we can get. There. It might be taking a while, but I've also set up a condition here, which actually should be at the top. Now that I look at it, it looks much better if the main location, loading location, is here. So it goes from Aquilo, and then it will need to go to Fulgora afterwards, but we're just working on this currently. Yeah. So I'll go to that, and then we'll go to Fulgora, Nauvis, Volcanus, Gleba, and then back to Aquilo. That's the sequence. But here I'm setting it up to either spend 5 minutes there, or until everything is requested, because I want to just get all the science when we're here. So what are the things we get? We actually get a luxury of saying lithium and lithium plate. Do we need those in for anything that comes out of here? Not really, to be honest. And we also get all other things. Like we can do quantum process, which is something we'd like to set up. Fusion power cells, yeah, we'd like that eventually. Cryogenic plants, we'd like to get that as something we want to export. And then of course the foundations, but we don't have those yet. So not going to be transporting anything except science at this point. Let's get that science in. And this ship is now fully built. It's just waiting for the launch conditions. So I can just send it. Oh, that's not really a good idea, is it? Probably not a good idea when it doesn't have ammo. It might be a little over ambitious when it only has... it does have a little bit of ammo. Maybe we could at least take it closer. Let's take it a little closer. No, never mind. Never mind. Now it's here. And actually, let's go to Gleba. And then park at Gleba and then be there. Let's hope that works. And then only when it reaches the launch conditions will it then automatically depart for the next space. For the Aquilo. Patience has never been my strongest suit, so I think I'm just going to go without having the full complement of rockets. So I think we'll just go to Aquilo. Right, to pick up the cryogenic science, because nothing really gets done before we get the cryogenic science. Then, as we are Also working on other stuff. I am desperately trying to just unload this ship, just so that everything that I have on the ship is now being sent, so that when we actually get new deliveries, they will not sort of be deliveries of something we already have here. So let's look at it here. I have like a little bit of a challenge sometimes when building something and I have already built it before. Then sometimes people go like, oh yeah, but you never explained it. And then other times I'm like, yeah, well, either I explain it too many times or I don't explain it at all. It kind of sort of one or the other. It's really hard to always hit the right balance. But so there's been like the comment about I didn't explain this logic here, and I'm gonna just do it again, just so that we are all clear. Basically what I do in terms of requesting on a planet is that I look at the content of the roboport network, then I multiply by -1, and then I compare that against what I would like on this planet. In this case, I don't want any of these things. I would like to be getting something inbound that is going to be the Aquilo. Oh no, that sucks. Why that, like, with this one. That one. So we take this. So we'd like to get all of this stuff on this planet. So if this is in orbit, just bring it in. Then I'm comparing, getting into here. So I'm comparing all the things I have versus all the things that I want. Then I'm added together, and anything that is a positive sign will be passed. Well, anything will be passed on. Some things will be negative. This is just saying it takes what we want minus what we have. If there is a positive number, pass it on, which is what we do here. And this means this is the stuff that we would still like to get inbound on this planet. So that is glorious. We're going to be bringing all this in. That means if the ship arrives in orbit that has unload enabled, then all these things will be dropped down. Good. And then I take the output of this and I link it into here. And then I set up the set requests, and that means adding this. But these are just fixed requests that I just always have. Those are coming from Orbital. Interesting why I did not put them into the same group. Yeah, I probably should have. Let's continue to do that. There we go. That's 500 of that, and then I kill that group. There you go. Good. So that just requires it requested from orbit. Yeah. So that means this is how I set up my request on each planet. I have now also set trash unrequested here. I did not do that previously, but I have done that now. That means it tries to get it into these boxes here, boxes around, and that will just continue to expand. Luckily, these do not require any power. And yeah, robots really. Oh, look at that! We have arrived. Natural selection has arrived, and it runs all the science packs. Oh, I need even more science packs, and that goes in here. And of course the robots, they're not going to be super happy about all the work they have to do, but I guess they kind of just have to do it. I could and will set up a few more roboports here and then just leave this one but next to it so that we can actually get a few more chances to charge here. How's the power looking on this planet? Not great indeed. And this will be getting in here. I could also just ferry it in manually, but that would feel like cheating. So there's only 4 rockets launching, and they can launch one at a time, and that means if I want to get for natural selection here, I really want to get 16,000, don't I? Because that's what I have right now. Or we could also just say, let's get 8,000 now, and then come back for the other 8,000 in the next pass. Ooh, look at that. That one we really want on the planet. That was the last ship that was launching, and with science for our orbital here, that's going to get us the 8,000, and we have 6,000 plus the 2 rockets that just launched. Then if we had enough rockets, it would automatically clear. Then we go to Fulgora, to Navis, and then here. But since we don't have any reason to go to Fulgora, to Vulcanus, to Gleba, since we don't have anything to deliver there, then what we're going to do is we're going to be skipping ahead and just going straight to Navis. Before we do anything, we check that we do have 222. So I'm thinking that's enough rockets for us. So while it's en route to Navis, then I am going back to Navis to make sure that we actually request it. That's a simple thing. We go up here and we find this one here, and then I just add the last one we added. That was the one here. See, clean it up. That one. Okay, so that means now we are requesting 8,000 of this science pack into this location. I also kind of did it here. Maybe I do want to get this one. No, because then it tries to request it from the other locations as well. That doesn't really make sense. Nope. Let's switch it over. And then we can start looking at what is the science that we want the most. So we got quantum processor, which enables the fusion reactor, which is amazing. Then we get this part. This is for foundation, which is really practical to have on volcanoes, and for Fulgora, this means we can actually pave over lava and over the oil ocean. Really nice. Legendary is, of course, a legendary thing. Also a little bit expensive. Captive biters is nice, so you can get your own sort of biter nest, but not really as useful as that. I do think though that this rocket part productivity is insanely valuable. But aside from that, you don't get a lot of researchers here. You also get the railgun, but the quantum processors. Let's get those in for fusion reactors. Yeah, let's. It doesn't seem like the most exciting stuff, but let's get the processors because then we can do that. Let's get the foundations because then we can do that, and then get the epics, the legendaries, because then the legendaries can ruin our setup for. Yeah, the legendary here will then ruin all of our setup on Fulgora, but that's going to be one of the big things that we want to go once we have legendary. We want to go to Fulgora and actually fix some things there. Here we go. That is the science we need. And we should then see this one coming back. And science is leaving. We are then getting send science down. And everything here, yes, all the science has been sent. Perfect. And you're just waiting for more launch conditions to be true. Whoa, why are they not? Oh, its ammo has dropped a little bit. That's fine. And also rockets have dropped a little bit. But aside from this, then the natural selection will now go sort of on its normal loop. It'll go to volcanoes, to Gleba, which isn't really a point to doing that. And then it'll go back eventually also to Aquilo to get the last stuff. Let's actually just from here send it to Gleba, because then it can, at least during, while it's en route, it can pick up some more stuff, more interesting stuff on the way. If we don't go here on Novice, we are definitely going to be ditching this. You can go all the way to the back of the queue, and we should see researches. I've also started, I mean, every time I have some epic quality productivity modules, the most important thing to do is put them into science, because in this one we now have 74% science. Yummy, that's really nice. And when we get, well, we can get higher if we get to legendaries, which is really what we want. Quantum processor is now working. There's short bursts. Yeah, they're coming in here. Good. And they probably can't get all the way to the end, but maybe they can, and then we'll just add some more modules to this, or more beacons to this as well. But I think for now, I think we are producing, we are having trouble keeping this up. But look at that, it's working. Let's go through our setups here. This is our blue space. Blue space is coming out. What? Blue space? Yeah, blue space is, yeah, the transporting things in. We are actually heading to Aquilo now. We've stopped at Aquilo. So let's see if things come in. Yeah, there are a few things the more that we've done. And quantum technology, look at that. We get more stuff now. And here on Aquilo, we are now receiving the stuff. We now have fully integrated Aquilo with the rest of the network. It can get all the things that it wants. And what it can also do is we can, let's see, the only thing that actually natural selection here is also going to do is it's actually going to make sure that every planet has a cryogenic plant. That's the only thing we can do right now. If we look at the quantum processor that we now have access to, we are not going to build it because it's, yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. What? Oh, what? Really? Is that in here? So this is actually where it gets built, and this is actually amazing because that means we can load it up with productivity, plus it also gets the built-in productivity already. So we have 100% productivity for the construction of this, and they are expensive. Look at that. Processing units, tungsten carbide, superconductor, carbon fiber, so it needs something from every planet basically. Yeah, there's something from every planet. That's brilliant because that's the stuff we're bringing in, plus the fluoroketone. I'm going to build it. you know, up here in this space. So let's build the space here, get that up, and now we should, since everything is integrated with here, we should be able to just get stuff in. It's a little bit concerning that oh, what am I missing? Oh, nothing. They're just slow on getting in here. I do like this build, but it also kind of conflicts with the fluoroketone, but I might want to just move that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. But let's see what we can build. I want to definitely build 2 of these buildings. They should be flipped, and they are 1, 2, 3 across from each other. That's just the easiest. They're going to be getting a inbound and outbound, and we're going to get some beacons as well. Yes, careful though, careful. And I'm going to put a beacon in here and a beacon in here. These beacons. I do need to be able to get the heating. So we're going to get the heating in from both sides like this, I think. Then I should be able to heat everything. And I do need to be able to get this outbound somehow. That has to go on the other side of another beacon, because let's just beaconize this entirely there. And that means it is conflicting with this part. And I also need to make sure that we get... Oh, hold on. Here's another real cool thing. These actually have pass-throughs. I keep forgetting this. So that means this is going from... where is it going from? From here. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of spaghetti. Oh, actually, from this one. Oh, look at that. We can leech it from here and get it in to, for example, that location. That would be perfect. I just really need to move this a little bit, I think. Do I? Yeah. Well, maybe not. I do... Actually, no, we don't. This is perfect. It can go here. And then I can go... that one. And then... here. And then, of course, we do need some kind of little walk around here. How did this one lose its heat piping? This one didn't have heat pipes. I did not delete any heat pipes from that. Oh, apparently that was already broken. Alright, take that out. Get the heat pipes. This heat pipe goes in here, so that gets heated. And I'm going to need to get a heat pipe in on the other side. And that means we need that one. I think this is going to be where we get the heat pipes in. Here. And then get it up here. Like that. I think that's the easy thing to do. And... there, so we get the fluoroketone in here. That's perfect. And it also flows through to the other one. And when I get this powered... that's not great. But this will now be leaching from the other side. This heat pipe is not great. No, it's not. It's not at all great. This also needs to be brought in here. Okay, so again, more of these. Okay, there's a little bit of a difference here. And that one. Okay. I think this works. There's a lot more heat pipes than I'd like. There. So the heat pipes goes out. The heat pipe. Damn those heat pipes. They're just everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna get a single one of each for this. How expensive is that gonna make it? That is gonna make it 11 mega. Oh my god, I've gotta do it again, am I? I'm probably gonna ruin this. And these ones should be powered. Oh, you can't be there. You will have to be... oh, maybe here. There we go. And that's in, and this will be quantum processors. Okay, so that is the quantum processor. Legendary quality is taking forever. Is there anything else we want to get first? Yeah, let's get this one first. And maybe even... it's 2,000, this is 2,000. Okay, they're expensive, but let's get the fusion reactor before the legendary. Because I do want to get the fusion reactor, because then we don't have to worry about power ever again. Is this working? Copy, paste. This is not very much. Let's buff it up to at least 50 of each. And we can see that we have problems with our blue circuits. That means we need to wait for another inbound here. And yeah. Okay, and how many do we want? The answer to that is yes. All of them. That's my intention. And of course we need some beautiful lights. Someone asked. Are they intended to be orange, yellow? Yes, they are. This is the high pressure sodium lamp color. So I thought that would be a fitting color for this. Is it working? It is working with the exception of this part. And I will... Oh, I just realized that I made some oopsie here. And I'm going to get you into... Nope. Into that one. There you go. They are working. I do not think I want to make as many as I did here. Yep. I do not want to do that. I just want to make like one. Good. And there's already two, so I can expand this as I want more rockets launching. But right now, that's not really what I want. You know, actually, no, I got another idea. Maybe we do want more rockets launching, but we just want them to launching a little bit slower. There we go. So now they don't really cost a lot of power, and that means it's easier for us to just say, you know what, let's get more parallel launches. That's probably better to have more parallel launches. Do I still have more rocket silos? No, I don't have more rocket silos, so I can't really make more. So that's 6. Perfect. And we're going to take a look at the inbound here. Blue space is still getting stuff from... Not enough to fill. I mean, it's close. It's really close to getting it. So just get on with it. And it's... You know what? Can't be bothered to wait for this. So we just send it off to... Oh, really? Why is it... It should be then going all the way back to Navis, Volcanus. Oh, right, because Fulgora is the main loading. I'm going to just send it back here manually. Otherwise, we have to wait way too long. But this is working. That is pretty beautiful. Does it tile? Not as well as I would hope. I think we can make it more tileable. Like this. But then we'd have to also get something in here. Which this one is kind of conflicting. I think I'll move this a little bit if I can. So this is a much nicer, crisper design. We've moved it a little bit over, and actually this can get even better. There we go. Because now it should be a tileable design. If we just remove all of this, then that should be tileable. Let's try it. Link it up there. Smashing it down. Getting... There. That should be tileable, right? And it does connect. Yes, it does not connect here, though. That's kind of the only thing. But we'll find a way to get that to connect. Alright, so that's another one that has been added here. We are not going to reduce quality on these builds. And we can also see that the temperature just slowly gets in here. Like, we're getting the heat from here, but it goes all the way up and around and over, and then goes up here and over there and there. It will get there. And once it's heated, it's fine. It'll just start sort of absorbing heat until sort of it has the right temperature gradient. But that means we have a tileable blueprint for quantum processor builds. Why is it not working? Blue circuits, right. But isn't it... Are we getting blue circuits inbound here? Blue space is... Seriously? Didn't we send you in with lots of... Okay, there's a little bit of a concern here. I am a little bit worried that it didn't work. Oh, right, it did work. Okay, we are getting... The fact that we are importing more sort of indicates that we have dropped something off. But I'm a little bit worried that why we haven't dropped enough off. We'll go to Aquilo, and then I'm just going to monitor what happens when it gets to Aquilo. Of course, it's waiting for the 300. There we go. So now it goes back. It doesn't have enough? Yeah, it has enough rockets. So I want to see what we're actually requesting, because if I look at here, we should be requesting 3,000. So why did we not get 3,000 in? Because, or maybe we did get 3,000 in and it was just really slow. Power is funny. Whew. Okay, we really need that fusion reactor. Come on, fusion reactor. Let's go. We need more science as well. So blue space, come in here. And, you. Why are you not working? Passenger present. Should not be there. Thank you very much. Go to Aquilo. And blue space. And blue space here is carving through all of the asteroids. Very nice. We can also see that as we are getting closer to Aquilo, we are just getting a lot more ice. So that means for something that does ice hauling, we probably are going to be short on the carbonic one rather than anything else. So I think I might actually want to change this to being the this reprocessor and then do the condition here when ice is greater than carbonic. Then we can start reprocessing, because we're gonna get way more carbonic here. None of the other ones are problematic, so we'll do that one because I think carbonic will be more important to keep up here. And we are just launching. So here's the thing. Oh, Aquilo, you weren't there very long. Oh, that's crazy. That's why. It was simply not staying there long enough, so it just dropped off like a few things, and then it just left before it could sort of leave everything. That's crazy. So what? How would? See, we don't have one that is the equivalent of all requests satisfied. We don't have one that says all provides satisfied. So we're gonna have to just hang out here for a while. That was the problem, and this is also why we did not drop enough blue circuits off. So now we're getting blue circuits inbound. Lovely, and that will go. There we go, more blue circuits outbound, and yeah, these are available, so they are working here. We got those working perfect. Right, so what we've done now is we have integrated Aquilo completely into the same network. We have built rocket silos. We built the first of the new things. Oh wow, that was a burst of science that came in. Yep, that is going in here, so that is beautiful. I really wish we had 2 more, then we could launch 8,000 at once. That would be lovely. And they're just kind of desperately trying to get as cheap as possible. Yeah, well, they are really cheap. Like, they're minus 60%. That's as cheap as we can probably expect them to be. Right, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this shorter episode where we now have everything working. What I'm going to do is just sit here and let the science complete. And then next time we're going to build all the things that we want, like fusion reactors and fusion generators, the railguns, all that stuff. They need to build that so we can use it on other planets, and then we can start working on what we want on the other planets. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want the access to save games or to the blueprint book, then those are available to Patreon supporters. So thank you very much, everyone who is supporting the channel on Patreon, Twitch, or here on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and stay effective.